Hello everyone, Future Jarrett's coming at you. This is part 2 of episode 38. We decided to split it up, just a reminder. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, that is episode 38A. We go over the Fantastic Four and Marvel. Go check that out before this one, and thanks again. Welcome back everyone after that fantastic break.
Jeez,
Now,
we need another one.
That was on purpose. Moving on, we're going to get right into sports, starting off with sports news from around the country. And we do actually have one from around the world. Starting off,
we do.
Nick Kurtz, a rookie. Let me emphasize that. Rookie baseball player for the Athletics.
Of course.
Put together one of the, out of all teams that had to be the Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Just ironic. Put together one of the greatest individual games in baseball, if not the greatest performance, single game performance in all of sports last Friday night. He went 6 for 6 at the plate with 4 home runs, 5 extra base hits, 8 RBIs, 6 runs, and 19 total bases, tying the all-time single game record. Have yourself a night.
Yeah. Welcome to the big leagues, Nick Kurtz. Holy shit.
Think about that. 6 for 6, and 4 of those are home runs.
Pretty amazing. A player hasn't gone 6 for 6 with 4 home runs since, 1900. So pretty long time.
Just over a century.
Yeah, pretty long time. Congratulations on what a freaking night. My God. One of the best in all, not just baseball, all sports individual performances. Can't say it enough. And, of course it happens because, he's on the Athletics. Oakland, I am so sorry.
That's just so ironic. Like you would think, hearing the stats, like, wow, like Aaron Judge had a great night or Shohei Ohtani had a great night. No, it's a rookie. Not just any rookie, Athletics rookie.
Yeah.
But hey, we just find it ironic. No knock to Nick Kurtz. Huge congratulations to him. What did you say? 1900, over 100 years? If I had over 100 years in my prime ages of practicing baseball, I couldn't do that. So just insane, mind-boggling.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the big leagues. Moving on to the next bit of MLB news, which I think is fantastic. Damn it. Can't stop saying it now. Major League Baseball Speedway Classic coming up here in a few days is expected to break the all-time attendance record for an MLB game, with more than 85,000 tickets already sold, with the record being just over 84,000. So this is going to be a classic.
Wow. That is great.
Yeah. I don't think baseball is dead.
No, not at all. Can't wait to see what that looks like on the big screen.
Yeah.
Moving on, Cleveland Browns linebacker Jordan Hicks announces his retirement from the NFL. So congratulations, Jordan Hicks, on your retirement.
Congrats.
Very well deserved. Moving on to hockey. All 5 players from the Hockey Canada SA trial found not guilty, including Alex Forman, Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote, Carter Hart, and Michael McLeod. So very surprising, because I read some of the document of the initial statement findings, and it was pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
If you want an explanation for any of this, you obviously look it up yourself. I'm not going to go back into it. The NHL will not reinstate them to the league as they evaluate the findings. But however, the NHLPA disagrees, says it violates the current disciplinary actions of the CBA.
That's going to be interesting to see if they end up going to court. to figure that out, or if the NHL will just give in to reinstate them. My just personal opinion, they should never be allowed to play hockey in the NHL again. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Like, if the court did find him not guilty, if it went through the entire process of a judge, and I think they should at least deserve the chance to play in the league again. If for whatever reason, because we don't know anything, if it was a false accusation, then that is awful. Speaking on the other side of the card.
Yes.
If it was a false accusation,
absolutely,
that is awful. That woman has ruined these men's lives of living out their dream, playing in the NHL.
If that's the case, yes.
And for women that have to come forward with, cases like this, and it just discredits all of those women.
Correct.
Who actually go through it and have a legal case. So that would be horrible. Obviously, we don't know anything. If this is all we find out, I don't believe they will be reinstated, because I just don't think the league wants any of the publicity.
Yeah,
the negative publicity. So probably the most high-profile player is Carter Hart, who is ex-Philadelphia Flyers goaltender, was a very promising young goaltender. And in the WHL, I believe won back-to-back goalie of the year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't believe, if anything new comes out, I don't believe they're going to be reinstated. I don't know if that means that they can sign in the Swedish league or the KHL. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what happens from here.
Moving on to some pretty good news, I think. Like, good looking.
The revenge tour. The revenge tour is on.
Luka Doncic on the cover of Men's Health magazine as he gets into shape, and man, has he gotten into shape.
He looks
Why
really
were the
good.
reports that the Mavs wanted to trade him again?
Oh, just because,
he's like lazy.
They didn't think he was keeping up with his conditioning, and they didn't think his great play was going to last.
Oh, well, Luka seems
might have been rigged by the NBA.
Yeah, Luka seems to be saying, fuck you, because he looks phenomenal. Woo! He looks great.
I think he's out for blood.
Yeah. Is this a potential MVP season for Luka and the Lakers? Is this revenge body season?
This is like when your longtime girlfriend breaks up with you, because you're too fat, and she says, "Oh, you're letting yourself go," and this is what happens.
Yeah.
You say, "All right, I'm finally gonna make a change, get into shape, come back." Could have had this.
Scoring 40 points a game and triple doubles all over the place. Yeah.
I also do want to say, hey, if the Mavs win a championship within the next few years, okay. Maybe they made the right. The right decision.
Sure. If Luka wins an MVP in a championship,
yeah. For now, it still does not look great at all.
No, this makes it look worse.
So, yeah, Luka, I would argue, is probably a top 5 player for me. Definitely top 10. I would have to go through my list. He is very capable of having an MVP level season. The only question I would have with that is the talent surrounding him on the Lakers. Is it enough? Do they have enough depth? Because they still have LeBron, and he's still great, but he is in his 40s, and you just never know. The age can catch up to him, and his production can drop.
Yep.
We just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't believe it happens, but you just never know. And then anybody else, I just don't think they have quite enough to really contend. But with Luka, I think it's very possible they could have an MVP level season.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, moving on. The quadrennial tournament, international tournament, Eurobasket, held by the International Federation of Basketball, starts on August 27th with 24 total nations competing. Nikola Jokic, aforementioned Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Notable players who have committed to participate and lead their respective nations.
Sweet. USA.
Exactly.
If USA's
so yeah, we'll see if we keep up with that. It is quadrennial, so maybe, but we'll see. We just wanted to give a quick mention.
Now we're going to take a left turn.
Nope. Wait, it's not right turn? Oh. So I've been racing backwards on the track, just like in the old
You're the one.
NASCAR video games online.
Yep. NASCAR is up. NASCAR racing weekend. And before we get to the race, massive news coming from NASCAR. Last week, we talked about them taking a break from the Chicago street course to reevaluate a layout and maybe a different date and stuff. But holy shit. And I think this is probably like perfect marketing and perfect PR for NASCAR.
Yeah.
NASCAR announces that in 2026, they will race a street course on a United States Navy base. Coincides with the Navy's 250th birthday. This is going to be U.S. Naval Base Coronado. They did a big trailer for it, big commercial for it. It was awesome. I believe it takes place in June, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on that. But wow. I can't think of a better PR stunt than this for NASCAR. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, I've said it before. I think this is a massive year for NASCAR and last few seasons.
A lot of right decisions.
I think NASCAR is on the right path.
Yeah.
And I think they will continue to grow. Yeah, fantastic news. More fantastic news. One of my personal favorite drivers, Denny Hamlin, still championship-less. Yep. Signs a 2-year extension, though, with Joe Gibbs Racing. So congratulations to Hamlin. He will at least have some guarantee that he will continue racing unless obviously decided to retire.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats on him for earning the extension. He has had another very, very great year, but it all matters in the playoffs with him.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see what happens there. Bubba Wallace. Shay, what did Bubba Wallace do?
He was actually on Sesame Street last week. So that's pretty cool. But besides that, he wins the Brickyard 400, one of the crown jewel events of NASCAR, and snaps a 100 race winless streak.
Congratulations.
Huge congratulations
to
Bubba.
Him and Chase Elliott broke winless streaks.
Yeah. But that means 13 of the 16 playoff spots are now locked up. So there's only 3 spots left with only 4 races remaining.
So it's still down to the wire. We got a little off pace with Shane Van Gisbergen winning back to back, but it's still pretty crazy.
Yeah, we will be doing a standings update next week and
more frequently as the playoffs.
Getting you guys like it's crazy.
This might be one of the craziest playoff races we have seen in a long time. Moving on, if anybody cares, but I'm sure Ty Gibbs cares because he's $1 million. He wins the in-season bracket challenge and the $1 million prize. So congrats to Ty Gibbs. But as we all know, every bracket was broken after the first race. So I'm sure everybody kept up with it. Everybody was very interested. But hey, $1 million is $1 million.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
Hell yeah. And
then the next race is Iowa Corn 350 at Iowa Speedway. Hell yeah, brother. That's going to do it for NASCAR. And now we're moving on.
Swing and a miss? What?
Swing and a miss.
Or miss.
Or a miss.
Wait, what? That's right. We're talking baseball, folks. We're a couple weeks past the MLB game, the All-Star game, obviously. And now, holy shit, as of this recording, it is the day before the trade deadline.
We got a couple new trades, too, that we might have to talk about here.
So real quick before we get into some actually heartbreaking news too, and then some trade talk, just a brief standings update here. So as always, the American League East, Toronto's still in front, 64 and 46. Then the Yankees are 4.5 games behind. The Red Sox, oh yeah, baby, only 5 games behind that. Then the Rays 9 games behind, and Baltimore 13.5 behind.
The Rays have not done well.
Red Sox, yeah, Rays are 3-7 in their last 10. Sox are 6-4. Scuffled a little bit coming out of the All-Star break, but we have since hit our stride. Listen, reports saying Jarren Duran is off the trade block. Better fucking stay that way. Let me just say. In the Central, Detroit leads at 64 and 46, followed by Kansas City and Cleveland, both 9.5 games behind them. So second place there, we're fighting for it. Then Minnesota 12 games back, and then the White Sox 24 games back. But they're 39 and 69, so they are better than last year. The West, Houston out front right now at 62 and 47. Seattle 4.5 games behind, so they have closed the gap a little bit. The Rangers 5.5 behind. The Angels 8.5, and then the Athletics 15.5. In the National League, the Phillies are 61 and 46. But the Mets are 62 and 47. So we are currently tied in the National League East. And holy shit. Believe it or not, the Miami Marlins are in third place. They're 9.5 games behind and 4 games below 500. But they're in third place in the National League East, which is why. The Atlanta Braves, 16 games behind that. They, not a playoff year, which I'm pretty sure everyone is shocked by. And the Nationals, 17.5 behind. The National League Central, Milwaukee, who is now the best record in baseball.
They have been super hot lately.
Yes, they are 64 and 44. But the Cubs are right behind them, only a game behind. Then the Reds, 8 games behind them. The Cardinals, 9.5. And the Pirates, sorry, Paul Skeens, 17.5 games behind them. Then the West. The Dodgers still hold the lead out west at 63 and 45. The Padres, though, are only 3.5 games behind. The Giants are 9.5. The Diamondbacks, 12.5. And the Rockies, 34.5 at 28 and 79 right now.
That's still doable. They can still make the playoffs.
They're still not eliminated,
which is probably even more surprising.
I know. I know. So that is your standings update right now. But Jairus, we have some pretty heartbreaking news.
Yes, you hate to see it. Any athlete, no matter what team they're on, if you hate them or love them. Ronald Acuna Jr., obviously one of the Braves' cornerstone players, leaves the game in a knee brace in tears. This is after he missed all of last season and part of this season with the torn ACL.
Just devastating. This is not fantastic.
No.
I don't know if it's the same leg that had the torn ACL or not. However, regardless, ever just coming back and putting together a good stretch here before going down, crying in a brace. I mean, it's just awful. You hate to see it.
Not only just like obviously the physical pain, but like just the mental low that you'd be at.
Exactly.
I couldn't imagine.
One of the league's best players, after just coming back, looks like he might be getting sidelined again.
Yeah, so hopefully hopefully he, avoided the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And, in whatever facet, we wish Ronald Acuna Jr. a very safe and fast recovery.
Yeah.
Moving on, kicking off the MLB trade deadline. This was a few days ago. The Seattle Mariners would acquire D-backs first baseman Josh Naylor to kick it off. And after that, it was very, very quiet.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
Until literally just now.
Just a couple minor deals. We're obviously not going to go through every single deal. But yeah, first notable deal that I saw just now, actually. The Mets, they've acquired a couple closers for their lineup, but they acquired right-handed pitcher Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals, who was one of the hottest commodities on the market. For infielder Jesus Baez, right-handed pitcher Nate Dom, and right-handed pitcher Frank Elisalt. Sure. So yeah, a lot of these are just either prospects or players. And then the Phillies entered the chat, and they acquired possibly the hottest commodity. One of the best closers in the league, right-handed pitcher Jahan. Sure.
Yeah.
Jahan Duran from the Twins for center Eduardo Tate and right-handed pitcher Mick Abel. This is the biggest trade that we have seen so far in the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Trade deadline ends tomorrow, Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So it's a little bit later than other sports.
Yeah, that's right. So right now,
a couple big trades, and we expect it to pick up tomorrow as well.
Yeah, since it's been pretty quiet up until then, or up until as of this recording.
Yeah.
So minus those names so far, the top MLB trade candidates, we think, include third baseman Eugenio Suarez from Arizona, left fielder Ryan O'Hearn from Baltimore, starting pitcher Sandy Alcantara from Miami, and outfielder Cedric Mullins from Baltimore, and the Braves outfielder Marcell Ozuna.
Yep. Some of those are the biggest names that are out there in trade rumors. I've seen a couple others as well. There are a lot of teams right now that are pretty in the middle. So I could see it being a very high priced seller's market.
Yeah.
If you're a seller, you could get a haul for some of your commodities. Starting with our teams, for the Rays, they're pretty much sellers at this point. We've been way below 500. We started by winning 2 out of 3 against Orioles, then lost 2 out of 3 against the White Sox. That was great. Then we got swept by the Reds, and now we've lost the last one to the Yankees, and we're currently in the second one against the Yankees. So
yeah.
Not good. Offense has been struggling. Pitching has been struggling. Everybody's been struggling. So yeah, a couple names include, a lot of our rotation, Z Little, Pete Fairbanks, Yandy Diaz, probably our best player. He's a third baseman. I heard reports that the Rays are accepting offers or listening to offers on him. So he might be on his way out. I'm not too worried about it. Like, if they were going to be buyers, I don't know who they would go get. I don't think we have enough talent to compete for a World Series.
Yeah.
Just point blank period. So I'm fine with the Rays selling. They had some good, moments before this, but at least, they're not delusional and they think, hey, we can still make the playoffs now. Just pull the plug.
Yeah.
What about the Red Sox? What do you think the Red Sox, before we get into our teams or other teams?
The Sox, I think we're going to be buyers. It was a little rough coming out of the All-Star break. We went 2 for 3 and then 2 for 3 again. But now we just won against the Dodgers in a 2-3 in their series. So the defending World Series champions. So that's awesome. And Ohtani didn't do anything in that series, which is crazy. And now we are currently split the series, or no, we just won the series against Minnesota today, destroying them 13-1. So after the break, our offense was very slow to come out. Our pitching was still doing great, but our offense was very slow. The bats are very cold. But now it seems like the bats have woken up. So I think we're going to be buyers.
And with Jared Duran being off of the trade block, I think that's also a sign that, hey, we're going to go for it.
I agree. He hit a home, as of this recording, he hit a home run today, over 430 feet, I think. Got to the second deck at Target Field in Minnesota. And the Red Sox announcer, Dave O'Brien, was like, how about that for trade rumors? So reportedly, he's off the trade block. And I really hope those are true, because we could get a really good haul for him, but especially after the documentary, as we keep saying, he just means so much to Red Sox fans now. And he's proving, no, he's a good enough player to stay here. So we need pitching help still, and another bat would probably be nice too. But we should focus on pitching. I don't know who we would give up. I don't think anyone on our roster is really up for grabs. I think it's going to be prospects. We have the best farm system in baseball, so if we give up prospects to go get a World Series, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it's like how it was either a season or two ago that, you guys believed that you could make the playoffs, so you went and bought, but ultimately missed. I think the Red Sox are better this year, and I think if they want to go contend for World Series,
alert!
I don't like it.
I am starting to believe in this team, and that has me fucking terrified.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I'll give credit. They have the pieces. Yeah. Alex Bregman's been great. Garrett Crochet, arguably the second, if not the best pitcher, at least in the AL.
He's the current Cy Young favorite.
He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
What a pickup.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they have the pieces, they have the depth, and even if it doesn't work out for them, they still have their farm system.
Yep.
So I think they're building themselves up pretty well. With that, my top buyers, I tried not to choose division leaders because usually every division leader is going to be a buy.
Mm-hmm.
So my top buyers are the Seattle Mariners, who are currently second behind the Astros. The Cubs, currently behind the Brewers. And the Blue Jays, who, even though they are leading the AL East, I don't think anybody expected them to win the division.
Yeah.
I think everybody figured the Yankees would.
Yeah.
So I think they're going all in. Top sellers for me, these are a lot more obvious, include the Pirates, which they've already sold off a few of their pieces. The Los Angeles Angels, a lot of rumors around a few of their players. The Miami Marlins, because they do it seemingly every single year. And as the Diamondbacks signaled by trading Josh Naylor, they will be sellers at the deadline.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what the Pirates are going to do for Paul Skeens.
It's okay. Once his rookie contract is up, they'll just trade him.
Yeah, but he's in purgatory right now.
Yeah, it just sucks.
So the middle of the road right now, that is like on the fence. We got the Braves, the Rangers, the Cardinals, and the Oilers. Jesus, Orioles. Potentially soft selling. The Braves, especially if Acuna's done again, I wouldn't be surprised if they just phone it in.
Yeah, I don't think any of these teams, when we say soft sell, we believe that they still have the pieces that they don't need to completely tear everything down.
Yeah.
Just sell off maybe a couple expiring contracts, get some pieces back, or maybe some more prospects.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Braves, if Acuna is injured, I think, like, long term, I think that could definitely change it to maybe they just sell. but we'll see. Rangers, same thing. They got good pieces. The Orioles, this season, I think, has just gone completely sideways. Like everything's gone wrong. They're obviously not going to sell everybody. They still have a great team. I just think, sell a couple guys off, try to get a couple pieces that they need, and then just look to next season and just have the trust that this team can turn it around.
Yeah.
And then for the soft buy, I do have the Red Sox because I don't think they need much more. I think their biggest need is probably a number 2 pitcher behind Garrett Crochet. And I think for the trade deadline too, like every team you can say needs pitching.
Oh yeah.
Like that's always a thing.
For sure.
The Cincinnati Reds actually acquired somebody off the Pirates. So they are buying, but I think they should also soft buy because they're only 4 games above 500. So I don't think they're like contenders or anything. And then same with the Royals. They showed a lot of promise last year. Hasn't gone, I think, as well as they would have wanted. So I don't think they're going to sell because they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. But I don't know if they should go like all the way in.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes sense. So
I agree.
Those are some of our teams that we think should buy, sell, or be somewhere in the middle. Let us know your thoughts. If you're a fan of baseball, let us know your team down below and what you think that they should do. And let us know if you agree with any of our picks.
Yeah, and we'll go over the big trades. Obviously, since we're recording before the deadline, we'll go over the big trades next week and discuss if it's a great trade or an awful trade. Usually it's always a good trade, but yeah, I'll have to cut hockey.
Yeah.
It's already almost 8:30.
Yeah, I figured. All right, and finally, we get to NFL because training camps are going on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the league.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game, by the time this episode comes out, will be that night.
Yeah, and Trey Lance is getting the start.
Yes,
for the Chargers. So
who I did not know was on the Chargers, so I totally forgot about that. So that was a crazy surprise to see on my Facebook feed this morning, or Facebook timeline, whatever. Yeah, starting tomorrow, as of this recording, Thursday. We will not have a Thursday without football again until February.
Let's go.
Even though it's preseason and preseason sucks, but it's fine. It's football.
Hey, listen, the Jaguars last year went undefeated in the preseason, so I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl.
I'm so sorry.
I was taking drugs. Sorry, we do not consent the usage of drugs.
No. No.
Anyway.
But yeah, I guess we're starting off with bad news here because it's pretty wild. Training camp is underway, obviously, around the league. It is hot as shit out there, and I can't imagine going through practices wearing full pads. Oh, but they get paid millions of dollars to do it. I
just do it for fun.
Yeah, I personally can't remember this much happening right at the start of training camps.
Injury wise.
So we're just going to go through all these, list them off real quick, and then obviously discuss. The Cardinals are losing cornerback Starling Thomas to a torn ACL. He's done for the year.
ACLs have been the story.
Yeah. The Bucks are losing rookie David Walker for the season with an ACL tear. The Cowboys, Rob Jones, out 2 to 3 months with a broken neck bone. What the fuck?
That does not sound fun.
No. And then Browns QB Kenny Pickett and wide receiver Justin Jefferson have hamstring injuries. As Jared said right before we started recording, Justin Jefferson is probably expected to be back for the start of the season. But holy shit.
Yeah, hamstring injuries, first off, they're tricky. They have to be kind of well managed.
Yeah.
So obviously with a lot of these injuries too, you don't know exactly when they're going to be back. You kind of just have to take it day by day, week by week. But yeah, if it's an ACL tear, that's it.
Yeah.
Knees blown out, done.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of cornerbacks especially have suffered injuries. So a lot of quarterbacks out there are blowing out their knee.
Yeah. And
which is not good.
There's 3 more, Jairus, right under here. Who else is now down?
Yeah, we have as well Houston Texans running back Joe Mixon to miss extensive time after a foot injury during offseason workouts. Miami Dolphins cornerback Artie Burns to miss the entire season with a torn ACL. And Cowboys offensive tackle Tyler Guiden, sure. To miss 4 to 6 weeks with a knee fracture, which they thought was also a torn ACL. So it's just been crazy. And there are a few more as well. This many injuries at training camp is pretty shocking. Yeah.
I hope nothing like crazy's going on and everyone's okay, but it's kind of weird that this is going on.
I also feel like it's worth mentioning, like everything's fine now, but it's just because it's the Jets. We thought the Jets turf had claimed its yearly pound of flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Fields left on a cart from practice, and we were like, oh no, not again. Like, this is not happening again, right? He didn't tear his Achilles, right? He didn't tear his ACL, right? Nope. Just a dislocated toe, which still sounds painful, but easily fixed. He was back on the field the next practice. So, just avoided major injury, worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm rooting for Justin Fields. So
yeah.
I'm glad he's not missing significant time.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Moving on to some crazy shit.
And I don't know about this because I just saw the headline and read a little bit.
Jairus is you're going to hear Jairus's first reaction right here.
Yeah.
So the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, released defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, who
was high profile.
Yeah, brought over from the Dolphins to pair with Max Crosby and be disgusting on the defensive line. They release it. The NFLPA files a grievance on his behalf regarding the remaining $35.2 million of guaranteed money that is still left on his contract that the Raiders said, fuck you, we're not paying.
Now, before you tell me anything, I thought it was interesting because this grievance was filed the very last day that it was eligible, which I think he had like 3 or 4 months to do it.
Yeah.
So what the hell is going on?
Well,
all of this seems pretty fishy.
So, I'll give you, this is all from what I listened to from the Pat McAfee show and Adam Schefter, ESPN.
Shout out to Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
And Adam Schefter.
Yeah. ESPN NFL Insider, Adam Schefter, senior NFL Insider. I'll give you the not so crazy first.
Okay, I got my popcorn ready.
Okay. The not so crazy first. Wilkins got injured last year, injured his foot. The Raiders wanted him to get surgery because the surgery would have had him out 12 to 16 weeks. So they wanted him to get surgery after the last season was over, during the off season, right? So they could get him back sometime at the beginning of the year. He, which is his right, doesn't want the surgery. He didn't want the surgery. He just wanted to rehab it.
Oh, I remember reading now. Wasn't it because that they didn't want to pay him like a bonus or something?
That I don't know. But he didn't want the surgery. And they kept pushing him to go take the surgery during the off season. Like, dude, you gotta take the surgery, otherwise you're gonna miss almost the entire season again. No. So the Raiders.
So why would he be saying no?
The Raiders release him. He doesn't again, it's his right. It's his body, right? He doesn't want the surgery. He thinks he can just rehab it and the injury will heal. And it's a foot injury, by the way. So, like, there's definitely a discrepancy. Like, do you side with the player who, like, has bodily autonomy and, like, if he doesn't want the surgery, he doesn't deserve, like, you shouldn't force him to take a surgery. But also, you understand the team's point, like, either way, you're going to be out for so long. If you take the surgery, it'll be fixed, no problem. You're just going to be out 12 to 16 weeks.
Right.
Now.
So now this is the crazy part.
The crazy part. There are reports that him refusing the surgery was not the only reason the Raiders released him.
Uh-oh.
Reports. Again, reports, so don't know if it's true or not, obviously. So take this all with a grain of salt. Reports are that in the locker room, he was, full of joy and playful.
I don't like where this is going.
And yeah, he was full of joy and playful, having a good time. He's having a good time with everybody. Teammates are having a good time. He goes and kisses, granted on the head, another teammate.
Okay.
And that teammate becomes extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
I'm extremely uncomfortable.
So reports are that caused a divide, obviously. And that teammate went right to ownership about him being uncomfortable. And so that also maybe was like the final straw, him not getting the surgery. And then this happens, or this did, like, they're just coming forth with this, whatever. Like, we're just going to release him.
Okay.
So I've never heard. I've never heard of.
Never heard anything like that. No.
Another teammate just coming over and kiss you on the head.
Like, hey, good job today. Nope, no smack on the butt like normal or like high five.
Fist bump, yeah.
Hey, man, you did a really good job today. Oh, yeah. You can taste the sweat on your forehead.
Okay, well, we're not that kind of podcast, but
no.
Pretty wild story.
I thought it was going to go into some like
even worse. Yeah, I know.
So I'm just trying to make sure I'm back to reality here. That is pretty wild though. Can't say I've heard anything like that.
Nope.
So
you cannot.
Yeah, if that's true, that also could probably affect the grievance on his money, because that might violate some sort of player policy.
Potentially, yeah.
Wow, that is pretty shocking. However this all goes down, like, do you think like another team picks him up, or like does he ever play again?
Given his talent, yeah, I could see another team picking him up for sure.
I mean, I've seen teams pick up players that have been released for like a lot of bad reasons.
I mean, hey,
it's sports.
The Eagles signed Michael Vick after he came out of prison, so
yeah. I would not be entirely surprised.
No, I could see him getting picked up. I think like the kiss on the head really won't matter to teams. It's probably going to be the injury and his refusal to take a surgery, get a surgery for it. Maybe other teams and other team doctors will be like, yeah, he doesn't need it. He just needs to rehab his injury. He'll be fine.
I could also see like the Raiders, like, okay, so he's not going to get the surgery. How can we just like get rid of this guy?
Yeah.
And because he was going to just be sidelined, that they didn't want to pay him all that guaranteed money.
Yeah. Which, in my opinion, is messed up.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's guaranteed money.
They might have just used that.
Yeah.
Which it's still disturbing.
Yeah.
But they could have just used that as a way out. Just,
yeah,
all right, we're done.
Yeah. So I think he'll probably get picked up, but regardless, one hell of a story.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting. I'm glad it wasn't worse.
Yeah.
Moving on, there's some skirmishes going on at the Falcons camp.
Every training camp year, people are fighting.
Yeah. Is it Kirk Cousins asking for his job? Michael Penix.
No. It was just some teammates, the usual story every single year, just playing hard, especially teammates that are trying to make the roster, improve themselves. It's got a little too physical, then people start pushing and shoving, throw some punches, got to break them up. It's just a reminder. Yeah, it's just a reminder. This happens literally every single year. And it's only going to get worse in the next few weeks when teams start holding joint practices. That's just how it is.
Yeah, these guys are fighting for jobs. So I'm not entirely surprised. Usually what happens, though, is like they, leave it all on the field so it doesn't bleed into, in the future.
Yeah, right.
So, but hey, one player that's really showing out, a rookie, Giants rookie quarterback Jackson Dart, having very strong practices.
Yeah. Does this mean anything?
Russell Wilson has been named, obviously, the starter for week 1, but if Jackson Dart keeps performing, maybe they give him the nod earlier than later.
Yeah. Another team that has so far, again, it's training camp, has surprised people, New England Patriots.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with one of my buddies at work, and I think the Patriots, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but I could see them winning a few games this year, like maybe a 7-10 season or 6-11. Like, I don't think they're going to be right at near the bottom like maybe a lot of people think they would be.
Yeah.
So moving on, Jags, our guy, Travis Hunter, wide receiver / cornerback.
Yep.
Travis Hunter, playing more snaps on defense than offense early in camp. Liam Cohen, head coach, has said all offseason, all training camp so far, that he will be allowed to play both sides of the ball and basically do what he wants to do.
Yeah, the first week he played 84 snaps total, and it was like 47 on defense and 32 on offense or something like that. So a little bit more on defense, but almost even, but it's just a little more defense.
Yeah, if it keeps trending like this, what I think will happen is it'll primarily be the cornerback, because I think that's where we need the most help. But then maybe like on third downs or in special situations, be on the field as a wide receiver.
Right.
So I can see that.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about last week, Terry McLaurin. He's at the Commander's facility. Is the holdout over? Yes.
But still doesn't have a contract.
Still doesn't have a contract.
Another player too that's in this situation is Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
He's reported to the Bengals training camp. Still does not have a contract.
Correct. McLaurin, the holdout is over, but now the hold in is on. He's no longer getting fined $50,000 a day for missing training camp because he is at the facility per CBA and league rules. He's not getting fined anymore, but he's not participating in practices. Hendrickson, he came back today, right? So was he participating today? Do you know? Or
I'm not sure, but you told me some pretty interesting stuff that Adam Schefter said about Trey Hendrickson. Oh
yeah, that's right. Speaking of Hendrickson and Adam Schefter again, came out, or at least reported by Adam Schefter again on Pat McAfee show, that the money itself, like how much he was going to get paid in his new deal, and the length of the deal, like 3 or 4 years, wasn't really the problem. They agreed on that fairly quickly. The majority of the time, the guaranteed money has been the issue, and they're still, as of a couple days ago, miles apart on where they think it should be. And as we say all the time, the Bengals have shot themselves in the foot with Myles Garrett getting paid and now TJ Watt just getting paid. It makes it look even worse. And Hendrickson can be like, hey, these guys got all this guaranteed money. Where's mine? And he has every right to do that.
Yeah, I agree. First off, he was not participating.
So he's holding in too.
Yeah. It was very interesting that he told me that because it sounds like, in theory, that they are close on a deal. But when you really read into it, they are still very far apart.
Yeah.
On a new deal.
Which kind of sucks because the money isn't the issue necessarily, and the length isn't the issue. But the guy just wants a guarantee that, hey, no matter what, I have this money coming in. And for whatever reason, at least through reporting, that's a problem for the Bengals.
Yeah, and all the reports are saying if you're still far apart in guaranteed money, like that's, a very important part of the contract.
Yeah.
So
not good.
We'll see what happens.
It's still early. We'll see what happens.
If I will say this, if Hendrickson wanted to hold out, I don't think he will. But if he wanted to hold out like throughout the entire season and just walk right into unrestricted free agency, somebody's going to pay him.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I don't think the Bengals have any sort of leverage here.
No, I don't think so.
So I just say if the term and the cap hit and the money is not the issue, I give him however much guaranteed money he wants.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know.
Just my personal opinion.
I know.
But it's the Bengals. Because we also have another point to talk about. For whatever reason, Bengals never like to treat their players very well. But the Bengals and first round pick defensive end Shamar Stewart finally reached an agreement on a 4-year, $18.97 million fully guaranteed contract. He is now the last first round pick to be signed. That includes a $10.4 million signing bonus.
Jeez.
So
about time.
I don't know what the issue was. I don't know what was holding it up, but hey, finally got it done. Now I want to see tomorrow Trey Hendrickson, the Bengals, agree on a 4-year extension, 3-year extension.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. The Chargers, they're signing here. The Chargers and left tackle Rashawn Slater signed a 4-year, $114 million contract extension that includes a record $92 million guaranteed. He is now the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. So congratulations, Rashawn Slater.
Very well deserved. One of the best left tackles in football.
Yep.
A couple other players that signed pretty hefty extensions. Offensive tackle Bernhard Raymond for the Indianapolis Colts, 4 years, $100 million. Wide receiver Courtland Sutton, which I was most excited about, a 4-year, $92 million extension for the Denver Broncos. Tight end Jake Ferguson, 4 years at $52 million for the Cowboys. And safety Josh Metellus for Minnesota, 3 years, $36 million. All signed contract extensions with their clubs.
Yeah, very congratulations to all of them.
Yeah, and like I said, the one I'm most happy about is Courtland Sutton. I think this is what you do. You don't wait.
Nope.
You just get the deal done. Now they got him at a way lower cap hit than guys like Chase, like Jefferson, even guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and all of them.
For sure.
Good work by the Broncos. And hey, Ferguson's been good for Dallas. That will be him coming off of his rookie deal.
Yep.
Because he was a rookie in 2021. Had good production. CeeDee Lamb was very excited too on Twitter. Congrats to all these players on signing their extensions.
Michael Parsons still not extended, by the way.
Yeah, that's another high-profile player. A lot of A lot of defensive ends too.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. So yeah, that is going to do it. That is the end of NFL. That is the end of the episode. It has been fantastic.
Did it again.
I might be doing it on purpose now, just for the laughs. Yeah, great episode. Love talking to all of you, reporting on everything that you've heard today. It was a long one of our longest episodes ever. But the first half is all Marvel, had great discussion. So if you have listened to the entire thing, we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, from the bottom of Galactus's stomach, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Thank you so much.
We would teleport to the ends of the universe for you.
Not if it meant giving up my son.
No. The one thing that we give up. Yeah. No, seriously. Thank you all so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, including our all Marvel episode coming out very soon. Just hit that subscribe button below, any color, obviously. But if you're on Spotify, any other platform, we still love you.
Oh, yeah.
Just come to YouTube, though.
Yep.
Because we got a bunch of YouTube videos as well and a lot of great content. And make sure to follow our socials for updates and bonus content and all that, which will be linked in the description below. But for now, that is going to do it. We will see you in the next one.